Personally, I don't understand this trend with personal boundaries. I believe that a person with high intelligence is someone who can shift their boundaries depending on the situation. Sometimes there's a benefit for me to move my boundary, or even realize that it's not relevant for me today, or in a new relationship, maybe I shouldn't have that boundary at all, because a new relationship isn't the same as a past one, right? Depending on my emotional state, some boundary might disappear altogether because right now I feel resourceful, and setting up these personal boundaries, sitting closed off and protected from the world, just isn't relevant for me anymore, you know? That's why, and you're there trying to set these personal boundaries in your relationships. This is my personal boundary. Don't do that. So what is he supposed to do now if you have this personal boundary? I mean, it's actually very strange for a man to understand your personal boundary. First, understand your own personal boundaries as a woman. What is it that, above all, you cannot accept for yourself? Why can't you accept it? And then we start to go deeper and think, why is it that you can't accept this or that? Because of past experience, because I'm afraid, because it's scary. Usually when we start this kind of dialogue and begin to analyze where this personal boundary came from, the question arises, damn, I'm just scared. Because if this boundary is crossed, I won't feel safe, right? Because I was afraid of something. That's how you can count your personal boundaries. And even then I can move them depending on the situation. In other words, I don't think about personal boundaries at all. I completely lack them. I mean, I'm an absolutely open person to the world. I always express myself. Where I'm not okay, what I don't accept, and what I might accept if I think about what, why, for what reason, and how, I build cause and effect relationships in my head, you know. That's why the topic of personal boundaries in my life is minimal. It only shows up for me somewhere at work, in some interpersonal relationships with colleagues. In family life, I honestly can't recall either my husband or myself having any super strict personal boundaries. Like, you can't do this or that. No, there's respect, of course. For example, I don't go in when he's on the phone. So if my husband shuts himself in his room, it means there's a specific reason for it. I don't interfere at all. That's fine. That's a personal boundary, and it's understandable. Or for example, when I'm on my phone, my husband doesn't approach me as he knows I'm working and focused, so I won't give feedback. That's my personal boundary, and he doesn't bother me about it. It's non-verbal. These things are understood without any big announcements or complaints. I told you, this is my personal boundary. If you cross it, we'll break up because you don't respect me. We don't have anything like that. That's unhealthy nonsense. You protect yourself with your personal boundaries. I don't really protect myself in life at all because there's someone up above who protects me. God protects me. So if you want to throw something out there in society, that's just my personal boundary. Well, this whole thing has been demonized, really demonized, because again, my dear girls, it's marketing. They're selling you this story about personal boundaries. Go find them, set them up, go and fight for yourself. Do you want to fight in a war? And if you win, who's going to lose? That's the question. So think about that.